Hi there, guys. Hi, welcome to Sharifa's Digital Media Publishing. My name is Sharifa, and today for our Facebook Live, I will be sharing about 4 books that has recently caught my eye. Okay, so the first one I would say is a book that I'm still reading, but it is a book that I really want to talk about and want to discuss. It is this book called What Happened to You. It is written by Dr. Bruce D. Perry along with Oprah Winfrey. Now, this is a very, very nice book if you've ever really thought about how to deal with quote unquote problematic people. This is a really nice read if you want to understand how your childhood shows up during your adulthood, if you want to understand why people act the way that they do, how triggers, how fears that manifest in your adult life stems from childhood experiences. This is a really nice read. It's very thought provoking. It's if you're new to self-development and self-growth, there's going to be very new terms. And one thing I really like about this book is the fact that it covers a lot of psychology and a lot of educational theories, but it is written in a way that's very digestible. It's not purely theoretical, especially in its language. The language is very digestible for the general public. It's written in a conversational style, and I really, really like it. There's a lot of scientific backing, of course. It's not just pseudoscience. There are diagrams that talks about the different parts of the brain, a model of the brain here, ranging with from like the cortex to the brainstem, whatever. But if you really want to understand how people work, how your fears, how your triggers, what makes you angry, what makes you sad in adulthood, and where it all comes from, and not just you, but the people around you, have this book a read. Now, this is one. Another book that was very enlightening, that caught my eye, that I also want to talk about, is The Courage to Be Disliked by Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitake Koga. Sorry if the background is a bit noisy. My housemates are at home. So, The Courage to Be Disliked is basically another philosophical book. This one is more on psychology and psychology and educational and self-growth. This one is also on self-growth, but this one focuses more on the philosophical concepts driven from Japanese wisdom, where it goes the concepts of self-forgiveness, self-care, and mind decluttering, and basically to be okay with the idea that not everyone's gonna like you, that you're not being gonna able to please everyone, and that's fine, that is normal, and that should be expected. It's a very nice read, and again, one thing I really like that has the same qualities between these two books is that they're very readable for the general public. You don't have to have like advanced grammar, you don't have to have like really, really amazing vocabulary skills, because this one, just like What Happened to You, this book was also written in a conversational style between a philosopher and a youth, someone that's skeptical. So you'll be reading about how to deal with the fact that not everyone's gonna, not everyone's gonna be okay with what you do, and that you should be okay with disappointing some people, disappointing people who, especially people who don't have the right perceptions of you, and ultimately, I'm sorry, but ultimately, fulfillment comes from being fulfillment comes from being able to draw that interest from within. So these are two books that are very, very nice. However, I've recently gotten these two other books. Ini buku dalam bahasa Melayu pula. Pertama sekali adalah buku bertajuk Koridor Kuasa, which is written by a research institute called U2. It analyzes kronologi peristiwa yang lead up to PRU yang ke-15, PRU 15 ke PRU 14. termasuklah penubuhan Parti Perikatan Nasional, kelebihan Pakatan Harapan dan juga Barisan Nasional, macam mananya boleh jatuh Barisan Nasional pada PRU yang lepas, how race-based politics and rhetorics is still relevant whatsoever. But this is a very nice read. Yeah, I've yet to finish it. I just received it from a camp the other day, a leadership camp that I was joining. But this one is more from the narrative of, I would say, a more government narrative, a more pro-government narrative. Whereas another book that I pick up adalah Seni Kuasa, Bagaimana Mau Gunakan, by Budiman Muhammad Zohdi. Buku ini mempunyai pandangan yang lebih sinis, lebih pro, lebih anti-government. Not really anti-government per se, but it's more of like pro-opposition, pro-pembangkang, di mana buku ni membantu tentang kamu faham, orang especially orang biasa, faham tentang konsep-konsep kuasa, hard power and soft power within politics, how it manifests within Malaysian politics dan juga dalam kehidupan seharian, how little agendas, propagandas, bits of power manifest in our daily lives in social media, always without us even realizing, and how once we realize the powers that are present at every time, we can use it to our own advantage to better enhance our lives. So yeah, those are just some books that I want to share. So what happened to you? The Courage to be Disliked, Koridor Kuasa, dan juga Seni Kuasa, Bagaimana Mau Gunakan. These are the 4 books that I have picked up recently. They're really nice, and I will be finishing them soon, all of them hopefully, and I'll be giving a review for each one of them, so stay tuned. So that's all I want to share from my live stream. Thank you so much, and bye bye.